Why hello, I'm Noel. How are you doing? I'm fantastic. In today's video we're going to be talking about Wind Knight. This Wind Knight is the alternative color of the original version, which is blue. So this pay was included in Random Booster Volume 30. This pay has some very interesting facts that only Japanese speaker can figure out, but I'm pretty sure most of the Japanese speakers haven't figured this out yet. So I figured out something very interesting. It's kind of like the untold truth about Wind Knight that only Takaratomi members know, maybe. There are several things that I noticed regarding the random booster. The first thing is its release date, and the second and the third points are related to the stock combo of Wind Knight, which is Wind Knight Moon Bounce 6. In today's video we will be focusing on the Moon Disc and the Bounce driver. So in order to explain this, we need to look at Takaratomi's website. Here it says the release date for Random Booster Volume 30 was September 10th. And in Japan, that's a super important date. Now it's 2022, and this year, September 10th, was the date for Otsukimi, which is a Japanese festival. Super important for all of us. It can be translated as the Moon Viewing Festival. So it's a time of the year when we are thankful for like all the harvests and these happy lives. We do this every year in Japan. It's kind of like a big event. And I just wanted to mention that the release date of Random Booster Volume 30 and this Otsukimi festival being on the same date is not a coincidence. So basically, on the moon viewing day in Japan, we get to see a beautiful full moon, which is round. And for those of you who joined the unboxing live of Random Booster Volume 30, you might recall the moment when I was so surprised looking out the window when I was unboxing this, because that was the moment when I got the moon disc. And outside my window I saw full moon. And that's not a coincidence, because that date was September 10th, the day of the Moon Viewing Festival in Japan. And here comes the moon disc. So this might not sound that convincing yet, but wait for it, I have some other proofs. So there's a particular thing that we eat on the day of the moon festival, and that's called Otsukimi Dango. So Dango is kind of like a sweet rice cake, I think. No, it's not exactly the same as mochi, but it's something very sweet. It's round, it's white. We eat this because the round shape of the Otsukimi Dango, which can be translated as the moon viewing dango, represents the moon. And when we look at the moon, I know that in every country we have different ways of describing what we see inside the moon. But in Japan, the most common theory is that inside the moon we can see a rabbit. Not just a rabbit, but a rabbit making mochi. So in order to make mochi, we use a special mortar called usu, and we put the steamed rice in it and we smash it with another special tool called kine, and we keep doing that until the rice gets kind of sticky, and then we have mochi. So inside the moon we see a rabbit making mochi using usu and kine. So when we speak of the Moon Viewing Festival, and this year was September 10th, the release date for Random Booster, all Japanese people relate Otsukimi with rabbit. Rabbit and moon are related in Japan. They cannot be separated. They come as a set. And the reason why I think that the relationship between rabbit and moon is so important while talking about Wind Knight is hidden in a driver. So picture a rabbit in your mind. What's a rabbit doing? Is it walking? Is it running? Maybe jumping? Or maybe bouncing? And here we have the bounce driver. Come on, this is not a coincidence. We have the round shape, the moon disc, which represents the full moon, and also the bounce driver, which represents the rabbit. So if we combine this bay, we have a super cool Otsukimi bay. And also like the bound gimmick here kind of represents the rabbit to me. I mean, like the rabbit jumping around, bouncing around. And don't forget the fact that this Random Booster's release date was the exact same date as the Otsukimi festival in Japan. So basically, this is what I wanted to share today. I'm so glad if you thought this was interesting, because this is like a fun fact that maybe only people who speak Japanese or only people who are familiar with Japanese culture can understand. So I tried my best to explain it. I hope I did well. And feel free to comment what you thought about the relationship between Wind Knight and Otsukimi. Here I have Midnight, the alternative color red and gold. I personally like this color, but after knowing the story about Moon, now I want this version, the original yellowish version of the moon, because that's like the color of the moon. Very beautiful. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. I try to make this kind of fun fact videos occasionally, so if you're interested, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching. Before we sign off, don't forget to check my other SNS accounts. I have Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Okay, see you in the next video, guys. Bye!